Guys, so today I want to talk to you about what happens when you stay at a job. What it's like to be stuck at the job. I want to share a story with you about a friend of mine who was with a company for almost 40 years, I think. And he started when he was just a teenager. It was a local company, and he worked with the owner, and he worked his way up through the company. And when he had a young family, he had a medical emergency with the family. And the owner said, "Don't worry, we'll take care of everything. Go deal with your family. Everything else will be taken care of." And he never forgot this. He never forgot how the owner stepped up and he promised that he'd be loyal to him. And he was. When the old man retired, second generation came in. He stayed there. He worked with the second generation and, helped this company to succeed and grow. And then second generation decided it was time to retire and pass it on to the third generation. And as soon as the third generation came in, they were like, "No, we don't want you here." And the reason being was that, he knew what he was talking about. And the third generation didn't want to hear his advice. They thought they knew better. They thought that this was the way it was going to be. And everything that they wanted to do was things they couldn't really do. And he knew it. And he knew that, hey, look, you can't get away with doing that, or you can't do this. You have to do these things first. And, third generation didn't like that fact that they were being told. So what they do, they started forcing him to retire. They basically said, you've been with the company X amount of time. It's time for you to retire. So, we're going to bring in somebody to learn your job, and you're going to teach them, and then you're going to retire. Now, that was kind of low as far as I'm concerned. He wasn't ready to retire. He still had a lot left to share and to give. But when somebody says they're not going to listen, they don't want the advice, what do? Right? So maybe you in that same situation, or maybe somebody like that, somebody who's, worked for a company for a long time.